Every day, we constantly face small challenges like traffic jams when we're in a hurry, annoying habits of colleagues, or our phone running out of battery in the middle of an important call. These seemingly trivial situations can actually have a profound impact on our day and our long-term life. In today's video, we'll explore ancient Confucian philosophy, a discipline that not only helps us overcome difficulties, but also grow stronger from them. Confucianism provides us with tools to transform daily annoyances into opportunities for personal growth and inner peace. You'll not only understand why these principles are important, but also learn how to apply them in everyday life to live more resiliently and fully. Let's start this journey together and discover how the calming philosophy of Confucianism can help us control our reactions, nurture tranquility, and create profound changes in our personal lives. If you find today's insights useful, don't forget to subscribe and share to continue learning and growing every day. Let's get started. And remember, each of us sometimes feels angry. It's a natural part of life. Confucianism not only teaches us to recognize and accept this emotion, but also guides us on how to control our reactions to unexpected situations. Instead of letting anger control us, why not stop, reflect, and choose a more positive response? Confucianism sees this as an opportunity to cultivate patience, understanding, and endurance. Lesson 1. Emotional control. Acknowledge that anger is a natural emotion, and by doing so, we lay the foundation for learning how to control it more effectively. Confucian philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius often emphasize the importance of not being governed by external circumstances, but rather by our own internal responses. They believe that our emotions, including anger, stem from how we interpret events, not the events themselves. When we feel angry, it's usually because we have assigned a certain value or judgment to something that has happened. Understanding this opens a new door, an opportunity for us to control our anger. Whenever anger arises, we can ask ourselves, how am I assessing this situation? Is there another way to view it? This doesn't mean we are suppressing or denying our emotions, but rather understanding and finding the real reasons behind our anger. For example, if you are stuck in traffic and feel angry, consider why you're reacting this way. Is it because of someone else's actions, or because you think everything should flow without obstruction? Moreover, recognizing our anger also helps us develop empathy for others who might be struggling with their emotions. This empathy not only helps us understand each other better, but also deepens our relationships and improves how we interact. This is a core part of Confucian philosophy and can free us from the burden of emotions when we truly understand and apply it. Consider this: much of our frustration and anger stem from situations or relationships that we cannot change, no matter how much we might want to. Marcus Aurelius, a master of Confucian philosophy, taught that real strength lies in recognizing the difference between what we can control and what we cannot. You can only control your thoughts, decisions, and actions. That's it. Everything else, from the actions of others, the weather, the past to most of the future, is beyond your control. The interesting point here is, by focusing on our own reactions and attitudes, we can reclaim a significant amount of power. Instead of expending energy on the inevitable, invest in what we can truly influence and change. Lesson 2. Mindfulness in practice. Turn theory into practice. Imagine you are part of a group project and one member isn't performing their part well. That can be frustrating, right? When you feel anger rising, stop and ask yourself, what can you really control in this situation? You can't force someone else to work harder. but you can definitely take charge of how you respond to the challenge. Perhaps a clear conversation about expectations is needed, or maybe a reassignment of tasks is in order. By shifting your focus in this way, you not only reduce stress for yourself, but also find more positive solutions to the problem. Another aspect of this principle is accepting the reality that some things are truly beyond our control. This acceptance doesn't mean giving up, but rather a clear awareness of the boundaries of actual power. For example, if you're stuck in a traffic jam, worrying about being late, think about whether you can control the traffic. The answer is no, but you can control how you react. You could choose to listen to an audiobook, enjoy some soothing music, or use this time to reflect on your day. The key point here is that by focusing on what you can control, you gradually build a stronger, more resilient mindset. Over time, you become less disturbed by life's ups and downs because you understand where your responsibility lies. This isn't about repressing emotions, but directing your energy more effectively. It involves being fully present in each moment, aware of your position and actions, without being swept away by overreactions or the emotions of surrounding circumstances. This mindfulness is the essence of Confucian teaching, emphasizing an awareness of our thoughts and actions, maintaining control amid external circumstances. So why practice mindfulness? Because it helps us pause between our experiences and our reactions to them, allowing us to choose responses that align with our values and goals, rather than being pulled by emotions. This skill is particularly important in managing negative emotions like anger or disappointment. Lesson 3. Seeking calm in the storm of emotions. When emotions surge, take a step back and observe them from a detached perspective, without rushing to react. The space mindfulness creates not only brings calm, but also empowers you to choose how to react in ways you won't regret. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily life, because while it sounds great in theory, it's the actual practice that brings about miracles. A simple technique is to focus on each breath when you feel anxious or angry. Taking time to breathe deeply and slowly helps clear your mind from stress and anger, while helping you maintain control over what you can, your breath. Another practical method I like to call mindful observation. Choose a task or an everyday moment, such as enjoying a cup of coffee, and focus all your senses on this experience. Notice the aroma, the warmth of the cup in your hands, and its taste. Fully engaging with the present moment can transform an ordinary experience into a richer, deeper one. This trains your brain to apply a similar level of awareness to more challenging situations. When anger or disappointment surfaces, you'll be able to handle them with similar focus and calm. Confucianism also reminds us of the impermanence of all experiences. Nothing lasts forever, including our emotions. Mindfulness helps us navigate each emotion non-judgmentally. When you feel angry, acknowledge it, recognize it, and remember that this anger is temporary. It does not define you and cannot control you unless you allow it. Being aware of constant change helps us navigate life with less frustration. By accepting that circumstances, emotions, and our thoughts are continuously changing, we learn to embrace this change instead of resisting it. Think about the times we get frustrated because things don't go as planned. Maybe a promotion didn't come through, a relationship ended, or there was an unexpected change in health. Our immediate reaction might be anger or sadness, but an awareness of impermanence can help us view these situations through a more positive lens. By accepting that everything is temporary, we can see our anger or disappointment in a more balanced and enlightened way. Lesson 4. Awareness of change. Accepting impermanence is the key to fully living in the present moment, reducing anxiety about the past and future. When you realize that everything and every situation is transient, you start to appreciate every experience and relationship around you more deeply. You no longer take anything for granted because you understand that circumstances can change at any moment. This awareness helps free you from the pain of negative events and enhances the joy in positive ones. So how do we apply the acceptance of impermanence in our daily lives? Start by observing the changes of the seasons, feeling the shift of your emotions throughout the day, or recognizing the evolution of relationships over time. These observations remind you that change is the only constant. Another way to integrate this into your life is by adjusting how you respond to disruptions or unexpected changes. Instead of feeling disappointed when things don't go as planned, take a moment to realize that this change is part of life's natural process, an opportunity to adapt and grow. Think about times when something didn't go as expected, but it led to something even better. Sometimes it's only in hindsight that we can see the benefits of these changes. Confucianism not only encourages us to accept impermanence, but also to find strength in it. Every change, every ending is an opportunity to develop our resilience and flexibility. By nurturing this mindset, we not only face challenges more effectively, but also learn how to overcome them with calmness and readiness for new experiences. Confucian scholars believe that understanding the root of our emotions is the first step towards achieving self-mastery. When we understand our emotions, we can face life's challenges in ways that align with our values and personal goals. Every emotion, whether anger or joy, sadness or fear, stems from how we perceive the world around us. Exploring why you get angry when someone interrupts you might reveal that you feel disrespected, or it might be due to a deeper insecurity about your voice not being heard. By delving into these questions, you not only understand your reactions, but also the beliefs and values behind them. This understanding is crucial because it gives you the opportunity to change your perceptions and, consequently, how you experience feelings. Confucianism teaches that our emotions stem from our judgments, and the good news is, these judgments can be reviewed and changed. Thus, when you feel a strong emotion. Lesson 5. The journey of self-reflection. In the challenging journey of life, take a moment to pause and ask yourself, which thoughts are influencing me, making me feel at ease or anxious? Reevaluate those beliefs. Are they truly valid and beneficial? This process of self-inquiry not only opens up a new perspective, but also encourages you to choose a more positive reaction. For example, if you are anxious about a presentation, ask yourself whether you really need to be perfect to be recognized, or if it's enough to simply show your sincerity and effort. This realization can reduce pressure and help you face challenges more calmly and confidently. Keeping a journal is an effective tool for exploring and understanding your emotions. By recording your daily experiences and thoughts, you will uncover patterns of behavior and emotional triggers that you might not have been aware of. This process of self-reflection is not only immediately valuable, but also helps you build long-term resilience and flexibility. Sharing your feelings with a trusted friend, family member, or mentor is also valuable. This not only provides new insights, but also broadens your perspective, helping you understand more about yourself and the relationships around you. In Confucian philosophy, we're encouraged not to suppress emotions, but to approach and reflect on them proactively. This means that we do not merely react to the world around us, but actively construct our own living experience. Confucianism also teaches that patience is not just enduring. It is about maintaining dignity and calm while waiting. recognizing that most weights are beyond our control. To develop patience, the first step is to adjust your expectations. Impatience often stems from a mismatch between expectation and reality. When we acknowledge and accept that not everything happens as we wish, we can truly become free to embrace each moment of life. Practicing patience, acceptance, and self-control not only helps us overcome challenges, but also fosters a mindset ready to learn and adapt. Confucianism encourages us to view both ourselves and society with insight and responsibility, helping us not just to live, but to live with purpose and meaning. Every step in life is not only an opportunity to challenge ourselves, but also to develop our character and personal ethics. In every situation, instead of reacting hastily, we learn to reflect and act thoughtfully, aiming for harmony and peace of mind. This approach not only enables us to positively influence others, but also helps us build a meaningful and satisfying life, where every decision and action is governed by deep understanding and compassion. Let me tell you a story about Sarah and the suspension bridge. Sarah, a young journalist from England, decided to spend a year traveling across Asia. During her travels, she arrived at a small village nestled among the mountains of Nepal. The village was known for an old suspension bridge that locals used daily to cross to the town on the other side of the river. One early morning, Sarah decided to cross the bridge to take spectacular photos from the other side. From a distance, the swaying bridge under the gentle winds made her anxious. However, the villagers crossed it nonchalantly, as if it were nothing. This made Sarah wonder whether she should continue. Deciding to pause for a moment, Sarah sat down by the roadside and observed. She noticed an old man with a load on his back, walking slowly but steadily across the bridge. He was not hurried or afraid, but focused on each step he took. After he crossed, Sarah approached him and asked for the secret to overcoming fear. The old man smiled and shared, "In this world, many things don't go as we wish, but we can choose how to face them. Instead of being fearful, I choose to accept and keep moving forward, knowing that if I remain calm, everything will be all right." The old man's advice acted like a tonic for Sarah, helping her overcome her fear. She slowly stepped onto the bridge, maintaining her composure, and continued walking. With each step, her confidence in her ability to face challenges grew. When she reached the other side, she not only felt she had conquered the bridge, but also herself. Sarah's story reminds us that in any circumstance, we always have a choice. The lesson of Confucianism is not only about patience and acceptance, but also about finding the strength to adjust our steps in all life situations, helping us not just survive, but truly live a full and meaningful life. Lesson 6. Cultivating a peaceful mind. Adjusting our expectations to match reality not only helps reduce frustration when facing delays and obstacles in life, but is also a way to maintain patience without lowering our standards. It's important to accept that the world doesn't always operate according to our wishes. Another method is to use moments of waiting as opportunities for personal growth and reflection. Instead of getting angry in a traffic jam, transform it into valuable time. Listen to audiobooks, practice deep breathing, or reflect on your day. This change in perspective can turn a typically frustrating situation into a productive or relaxing experience. Practicing mindfulness is also a powerful tool in developing patience. When we fully live in each moment and engage completely, we can cut off the feelings of rush and restlessness that often accompany waiting. Mindfulness nurtures a peaceful mind, soothing impatience. Confucianism encourages not just patience, but also a deep awareness of the impermanence of life. Reminding ourselves that this too shall pass can help us endure difficult situations, whether it's waiting for a delayed flight or recovering from an illness. Finally, celebrating small successes is also important in developing patience. When you manage to stay calm in a situation that typically causes impatience, acknowledge and reward yourself. This not only reinforces the behavior, but can also turn it into a habit. These experiences not only change how we interact with others, but also profoundly affect our inner peace. Forgiveness, from a Confucian perspective, is not about accepting mistakes or forgetting hurt, but about freeing oneself from the emotional burden of holding grudges. Forgiveness requires a strong sense of self-awareness and the ability to control emotions, qualities that Confucians strive to develop. By recognizing that anger and hurt, though natural reactions, are within our control, we open up the possibility of not letting the actions of others disturb our inner peace. Forgiveness is not a simple or immediate process. It often requires deliberate effort and perseverance to let go of deep-seated feelings of injustice and decide not to let them affect us. Lesson 7. Transforming emotions through forgiveness. The essence of forgiveness in Confucian philosophy is the conscious choice not to let past actions continue to cloud your current mood. This decision not only helps you recover emotional energy, but also allows you to focus on more meaningful goals that align with your values and aspirations. How do we start applying forgiveness in daily life? Begin by recognizing that all humans are fallible, including ourselves. We all make mistakes, sometimes due to ignorance, sometimes because of greed or malice. Understanding this helps us develop compassion and empathy for others, making forgiveness more natural. Another Confucian approach is to view things in a broader context. Sometimes, the things we cling to may not be as important as we think in the grand scheme of life. By focusing on long-term stability and harmony, we can lessen the pain of temporary grievances. Forgiveness also requires us to actively change the narratives we tell about ourselves. Instead of seeing ourselves as victims, which can make us feel angry and powerless, try to see yourself as a survivor, or even a hero of your own story, who has overcome difficulties and grown stronger. Changing this perspective not only makes it easier for us to forgive, but also empowers us on our life's journey. Additionally, engaging in meditation or mindfulness exercises can reinforce this process. These activities help us calm our minds and create the necessary space to process emotions thoughtfully and calmly. In those quiet moments, while focusing on your breath, allow thoughts of forgiveness to permeate your mind, picturing those you think have hurt you, and sending them thoughts of love and peace. Most importantly, understand that forgiveness is a process, sometimes long, and not something that can be completed instantly. Each small step forward brings us closer to a life of emotional freedom and balance. Lesson 8. The journey to inner freedom. To achieve our long-term goals, it's crucial that we spend time evaluating the appropriateness of our impulsive reactions. After all, if you're striving to live healthier, self-control helps you avoid late-night snacks. In emotionally charged situations, self-restraint prevents you from saying harsh words or reacting angrily, thereby preserving relationships and maintaining inner peace. So, how can we strengthen this essential skill? One effective method is to regularly reflect on your actions and their consequences. This could be as simple as spending a few minutes each evening thinking about the choices you made throughout the day, asking yourself if there were moments you lacked self-control and what triggered that. Understanding these behavior patterns is the first step in managing them effectively. Another powerful technique is to establish clear personal rules based on your values. The doctrine of self-discipline suggests that living according to rational principles is the key to a fulfilling life. By implementing rules such as not checking your phone during meals or limiting time spent on social media, you practice self-control in ways that directly improve your daily life and health. Visualization is also an extremely useful tool. Before entering a situation, focus on visualizing positive outcomes and how you would like to handle the situation. By imagining your responses and their consequences beforehand, you not only mentally prepare for upcoming challenges, but also enhance your ability to exercise self-control. This helps you maintain calmness and respond more thoughtfully in stressful situations. Self-control is not just a skill, but a lifestyle that helps us lead a more harmonious and meaningful life. As we learn to control ourselves effectively, we not only improve our relationships with others, but also develop a deeper connection with ourselves. This forms a solid foundation for a fulfilling and happy life, aligning with the advice of ascetic philosophers that self-discipline and awareness are key to achieving inner freedom and peace in life. You know, sometimes we get swept away by our emotions and act impulsively. Before allowing yourself to react, take a moment to imagine handling the situation calmly and thoughtfully. Reflect on the joy and satisfaction you will feel when acting in accordance with your life principles. Training your mind in this way not only helps you stay calm in emergency situations, but also enhances your tolerance for daily irritations. Confucian scholars also believe that by voluntarily enduring hardships, such as cold showers, fasting, or restraining desires, we can strengthen our willpower. These practices teach us that we can indeed endure discomfort, and it's not as bad as we might think. This directly helps us cultivate self-control in more emotionally or socially complex situations. Finally, always remember that practicing self-control is a journey, not just a destination. You might stumble at times, but that's normal in the process of growth. The important thing is to recognize and learn from those mistakes, continually striving to improve yourself. Every step forward in mastering yourself, no matter how small, is a victory, a step towards becoming a wiser and more balanced person. Thank you for spending time with me today at Genuine Wisdom. Every step you take in controlling your emotions is a step towards a more peaceful life. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out other videos to continue our journey in exploring Confucian wisdom. We always appreciate it if you share this video and find it helpful. And leave a comment, "I will never get angry," under this video. Together, we are not only learning, but also gradually changing ourselves and improving our lives.